Why do 87% of real estate agents fail? What is holding them back? What is stopping them? They've got into the industry for a reason. In today's video, I'm going to cover the top 10 reasons why real estate agents fail. I'm going to be covering that in this video now. So you're going to want to stay to the end because any one of these could be stopping you from success. Okay? And any one of these, if you overcome them, could put you into another threshold where you're making more income and you have more time freedom and you have more control of your schedule. So stay until the end of this video and I'm going to be covering every one of these 10 reasons right until the end of the video. I'm going to put this down for a sec because what I'm going to do, I'm going to talk about each one of these individual. I'm going to go to the whiteboard right there. I'm going to write them down and we're going to talk about it briefly. So let's get into number one reason why 87% of real estate agents fail. I'm going to write this down here and then we'll cover that shortly. Just bear with me a sec. It is the number one reason that I believe that most people fail. It doesn't matter if it's in real estate. It doesn't matter what it is. I believe is lack of consistency. People do not stick with something. They get into something, they dabble with it, they start getting involved in it, they start to know a little bit, they realize it's more challenging than they thought it would be, and eventually they just tapers off or they don't put amount of effort that they typically would when they were excited about it at the beginning. Look, there is nothing easy in life. That is for sure. There's nothing easy in life. If it was easy, the old saying goes, everybody would be doing it, okay? So that we know is true. Look, the same is true in real estate. If you look at any of the top performers, they are consistent in what they do. And if you want like any results in your life, you have to be consistent with it. You have to stick with it. If you look at any type of formula, success formula, however you see success, we see it a lot in the monetary way here in North America and throughout the world. Success usually has the ingredient of consistency, sticking with something, consistent with it, day in, day out, day in, day out, day in, day out. You fail, you get back up, you continue with something over a period of time equals success. Consistency plus time equals success. Okay, so the number one thing that I believe why most agents fail in this business is because they get into it thinking that it's easy and then they realize that it's not. It's consistency. As long as you are consistent or over a period of time, you will be successful. The issue is most agents, because 87% of agents fail within the first 2 years of real estate, and this is typical in any type of business, is a high failure rate getting into business in general. It's a challenging game to play. So if you're getting into this game, you have to know the rules. There's a high failure rate in business in general. And there's no different in the real estate agent game that we're playing as real estate agents. So please, if you would like to overcome this, stick with it. Keep going. Things will come up. Just keep going. Keep sticking with it. Keep iterating it. Okay, number two. Let me write it down here and I will get back to you just briefly here. The number two reason that I believe most agents fail is they lack time management. They don't have a calendar. They don't have sticky notes. They don't have things that they're following by. The way I think about it personally, this is me personally, is I use a Google Calendar and I have my day, even a week set up, a schedule of things that I already have in plan, and I work around the things I already have in my schedule. When something goes into my schedule, it's concrete, it's firm. I start working other things around that, okay? And I find that I'm going to say, not even in the real estate industry specifically, but in general in life, a lot of people are just kind of floating here and there and being persuaded. Something comes up, a phone call, a text, and they're over here doing this now, and then they're over here doing this. If you would like to get results, you have to have time management, because we know in life, people are always going to pull you in different directions, here, there, and everywhere. Right? That's the way it is. We're being advertised to, bombarded with advertisements non-stop. Okay, so to overcome that, we have to be really the creators in our life. Be the creator in your life, okay? Be the one that's going out to the universe. And for me, I block off the morning and I schedule all appointments in the afternoon when I'm going out, because in the morning I'm building, I'm creating, I'm going out to the universe. Okay, so the number 2 thing is start using a calendar or having more of a schedule around the things that help you move your agenda forward. Okay, mistake number 3, let me get to that right now and I'll get back to you. One sec. I would say fear of making mistakes. When you get into this business, yes, it was the same for me as well. It was very challenging to door knock. It was very challenging for me to make cold calls. I am an introvert. It was terrifying for me to put myself in front of somebody when I'm asking them to sign a listing to help them sell their house. It was honestly terrifying for me to even have my face on a sign. I was terrified of the fact of putting myself out there. I thought I would be judged. And what I realized getting into this business, and there was a lot of things that I had to overcome and start looking. It was like a mirror for me, looking in the mirror of all these fears that had come up that were in me from childhood. And I had to do work on that. I had to look at that. I had to start going to the root issue of why are these feelings actually showing up for me? Why do I feel this way? Why do I get nervous? Why do I feel anxious? When these feelings come up, you start to look at them. And then you can overcome them when you start getting to the root of the problem of why this is coming. And the more you do something, say you knock on a door, you go to that, it's not so bad. And to be honest with you, I've done it so much now that the majority of the time, people are actually nice. They don't slam the door in the face. They don't tell you to F off or whatever, swear words, anything like that. They don't do that. The odd time you have somebody that is just in a bad mood that, doesn't like that you're there, but it's very odd. Okay, so once you start diving into these stuffs that are fearful for you, you can start to overcome them. Repetition is the mother of skill. Okay, the more you repeat something, the better you get at something. Okay, so overcoming your fears. Look at what's showing up for you and start to move through them. It'll really put you into a new level of confidence of who you are, and it'll show up in every area of your life. Okay, mistake number 4, let me get to it here. No goals. Okay, I see this as well. People do not have goals. They don't have targets that they're moving towards. They don't have an objective, like where am I moving towards? How many appointments do I have to get? How many buyer appointments do I have to get? How many listing appointments do I have to get? How many phone calls do I got to make today? At the end of the day, it comes down to numbers. If you know your numbers, and yes, there's people that say, I'm not good at numbers. Okay, fair enough. I understand that. We all have different skill sets in life, okay? However, you can still set goals of like your target of where you would like to move to, and every day attempt to move the needle forward towards your goal. When you have a target that you're moving towards, you feel pulled towards that, and the universe starts to conform around you to help you make that happen. Okay, so setting goals. Look, if you would like a goal spreading sheet, type in the comments below goal setting, and I will send you a goal setting spreadsheet that automatically, once you punch your numbers in, it tells you exactly how many appointments you need within a year, depending on how much money you would like to make. I will send that to you for free, and it has a video that comes along with it too, sharing with you what exactly you have to do to work the spreadsheet properly. So it's all detailed for you. If you'd like that, type in goal setting below. Okay? Have a goal in place, please. And not just the area in real estate, I would say in multiple areas of your life, depending on what you're looking to do and what you're looking to accomplish in your life. Okay, mistake number 5 is no systems. There's no systems in place or lack of systems. Look, the top producers in real estate have systems in place. It's a repeatable system. So it's not a guessing game. There's so many people that say, I've heard it myself, is, oh, I like to wing it, or I just go with the flow. Look, you can go with the flow and feel like you're in flow. Absolutely. But having a system in place to show up and know exactly what you're going to say, how to say it, and being your authentic self. You can do that all at the same time. It doesn't have to be one way or the other way, but having that And having systems in place is so important to actually accelerating your business, knowing what you're doing that's working. You know, you might test one lead generation system and test another way to do leads and test another way and then eventually you find, oh, this connects with me. This feels good to me. This is working. Oh, I'm gonna do more of that. And then you test another couple ways and, oh, that didn't work, that didn't work, that didn't work. Oh, that one worked. Okay, I'm gonna do more of that. Oh my gosh, that's working. And eventually you start to put systems in place into your business. So I would say, instead of guessing what you're gonna do to get business, start looking at what is working. Reflect on what is working in your business and start doing more of that and documenting the things that are working so you can look. Another tip here is look at, if you've been in the business for a while, look past years. Where is all your business coming from? Is it coming from referrals? Is it coming from listings that you have up? Is it coming from Facebook ads? Is it coming from door knocking, letters, whatever it is that you're doing, postcards, whatever it is you're doing, start to document where it's coming from so you can do more of that and do less of the stuff that's not working, that doesn't connect with you. Okay? Systems, very important. Okay, number 6. This might be hard to read, but no listing presentation is number 6 for reasons why I see agents fail. Again, this is off of what we're talking about with systems, okay? But having a system, a way to do your process for presenting a listing is critically, and I'm gonna shoot a couple videos on why this is so important, but this is the number 1 skill you can master in your business that'll change your business. It's this, is what you do and how you show up at a listing presentation, and having a process for that. I'm not just saying show up and do the listing presentation. I'm saying there's a process in place to do that. You know that phase of your business is taken care of. It's a repeatable system, so you don't even actually have to think about what you're saying while you go into a listing presentation. You already know, you already have a process, you already have like a presentation put in place, so it just flows naturally. And you can show up as you are, being natural, authentic to who you are. And you don't have to get into your head or think about that stuff. Because again, you've heard the saying, in your head, you're dead. Well, that's true, okay? Because when you're in your head, you're thinking about you. You want to be with your clients. You want to be there serving your clients to the best of your ability. And to be able to do that properly is having a good listing presentation to really serve them, really show them your value, what you do and why you deserve the commission that you're asking for. And this, honestly, when you do this properly, you can ask for more commission because you're showing them your value and why you're able to do that. Because at the end of the day, when you show your value and you're able to get them more, sell their house for more money, they're willing to pay you more as well. Okay? Have a listing presentation in place. Please, if you do anything, if you take anything away from this video, I ask you to really take a look, because I could go into my office right now and ask who's got a listing presentation, and I can tell you firsthand that there's maybe 1 in 10 agents that have a listing presentation. All the rest are just kind of winging it every time. And honestly, like I chatted about in the last mistake or failure that I see with real estate agents is they don't have systems in place. Okay? Let's get into number 7. Number 7. Lack follow-up. Okay? We've all heard the saying, the fortune is in the follow-up. This is so true. I've seen it myself firsthand. Having a good follow-up system, using a CRM. And not everybody has a CRM. I mean, if you're in business, I think you're insane if you do not have a CRM. A process where you can go into your CRM and follow up with people, make phone calls, make texts, send email, message people the way that they would like to be messaged. Some people like phone calls, some people like text messages, and some people communicate with emails. So knowing this, and you can learn this through having a database, a CRM, and having a process in place. Me personally, I'll share with you, I go into my database Monday to Friday for 1 hour, maybe an hour and a half, depending on the day, and I reach out to people in my database every single day. I have a system. That's a system. That's, for me, is in a foundation. Going into my database and reaching out to people every day, having constant contact and knowing where they are, taking notes on the conversations that we have through text message, phone call, email, whatever that is, adding notes to it so I remember where we're at, and I can tag them certain ways so I know when to come back to them, when to send reminders. Basically, my CRM, because I chat with so many people, my CRM is telling me when I go in on, say, a Tuesday morning, it's telling me who I have to message, who I have to reach out to. And oh yeah, I talked to such and such, and they were thinking about selling. They said to follow up in 3 months, and they might need a custom home evaluation. Give Debbie or whoever a call. Hey, how are you doing? Remember when we chatted 3 months ago, you had said XYZ. I'm following up, and I'd like to know if you'd like any questions at all. Would you like to know where the real estate market is at? Add value. When you make these phone calls, really come with value too. People won't be upset when you're reaching out to them and you're actually asking them what they need. I'm here to serve you, okay? It's not about you, it's about them. What do they need? Is there any questions I can answer for you? Would you like to know where the real estate market is at? Has anything changed in your life from the last time we talked about? Really think value first. But again, follow up. The fortune is in the follow up. Continually following up with people, knowing where they're at. Okay? So, number 8. Let's get into that one. Number 8. You're not authentic to who you are. What? Yeah, exactly. You're not being authentic to who you are. Jim Carrey has a really great quote, and I'm probably going to butcher it here, but I'm going to attempt to share it with you anyway. And if you would like me to send you the full quote, message it below and just say Jim Carrey quote. I will send it to you. It's a really good one, and it's stuck with me. But again, I don't have it verbatim, but it's something around the lines of why depression shows up is because you're playing a character that you're not. So essentially you have a mask on in life. You go out there, you put a mask on, you perform, you go out there and you're not really who you are. Okay? Really stop and think about this. Who are you at your core? Your true nature, in your heart, in your soul. Who are you? That is the way you have to show up in your life, to be congruent, to continue to want to do and be consistent with something. Because if you are inconsistent with who you are at your core for a long period of time, you will reach burnout. I've been there. I've done it. I've bought that t-shirt. It's not pleasant. And it sets you back. And you have health complications. All these things start to show up. It forces you to look at yourself, who you are authentically. Who do you want to be? Because that's who you're going to attract in your life, and that's who you would like to work with. Ultimately, they're ideal clients, people that are like you too, share the same values, share the same beliefs. Okay, so really stop and think about that. Are you being authentic to you? I see so many times people not really being authentic. I can see it. You can read right through it. And for me, it's so important to be authentic to who I am, to be able to share who I am, to share how I'm feeling, and be truthful with people. Speak your truth. The truth will set you free. I'm sure we've all heard that. It's so true. So look at your truth. Look at who you are being at your core, and really stop and think about that. Okay? So it's just something to think about. Be authentic. Be who you really are. Because when you who you really are, people will love you for who you are. You are a unique individual. You are very unique. So please look at that and really be authentic to who you are. Okay. Number 9, why I believe real estate agents fail in this business. Number 9, I would say number 9, they lack a growth mindset. Yeah, they lack a growth mindset. You come into this business and you go through the schooling, right? They have us go through the schooling, and then the learning stops. And this is true in any type of education. There's so many people that get out of high school or out of college and they stop learning. I mean, this is where the juice is in life, is when you continue learning. And plus, even when I got into this business, I didn't know sales. I didn't know how to build rapport. I didn't know how to influence. I didn't know how to negotiate. I didn't know how to market. I knew none of that. I had to continue to read. I had to find books and watch videos and talk to other people. How do I continue to grow in this business? How do I continue to grow as an individual? How do I continue to grow as a family member with, my parents, my sisters, my nephews and stuff like that? How do I continue my growth here? So having a growth mindset, the learning never, ever stops. There's one constant in life, is that nothing stops. Nothing stays still. It continues, whether you would like it or not. So if you embody this, that I'm a growth mindset person, the learning will never stop. You'll listen to podcasts, you'll watch videos like this. I can tell you're here, you're learning, you're interested, you want to figure it out, you want to get better, you want to succeed. I can tell if you're watching this video and you're sticking to here, I can tell you're that type of person, and I want to commend you on that, for sticking with me this long, because it's so important, because I could tell you there's a lot of people that would have dropped off before that. So thank you for that. I appreciate you very, very much. And again, the growth, the learning never stops. Dive into a new book. You might pick up a tactic, go to a seminar, do something out of the ordinary that you typically don't do. And again, it comes back to number one, consistency. Be consistent with it. Pour into yourself. Take a half an hour a day, 20 minutes in the morning, and pour into yourself, your brain. Keep watering it, because if you don't keep watering it, that's where weeds grow. That's what Jim Rohn says. And if you follow Jim Rohn, Tony Robbins, anybody like that, they say you gotta keep watering the garden. It doesn't matter in any type of relationship, whatever it is. Your brain is a garden. Keep watering it, or weeds will grow. Okay? And take a look at who you're hanging around too. It's just a side note. Actually, you know what? Let's move into number 10, and I'll get into that. Number 10, why I believe agents fail. No mentor. They don't have a mentor in place. How are you supposed to conduct your business if you don't have a mentor? I mean, pretty much you're guessing at best. And Tony Robbins says, if you would like to shortcut your path to success, you find somebody already doing what you would like to do. It can shave a decade off your life. So if you're just getting into real estate, you might want to challenge yourself to go out there and find somebody that's been in the business 10 years, 20 years, that's actually having success, that's actually doing something that you would like to accomplish, and ask if you can sit with them, ask if you can help them, how can you serve them so they'll serve you, kind of thing. The law of reciprocity. Okay, so look, having mentors in your life, looking for a mentor, seeking a mentor. This has been the greatest, I can tell you the greatest thing that's ever happened in my life is having mentors in my life. That whenever I can't figure something out, I hire a coach, a mentor. It doesn't matter. This is me personally. I pay to get to where I want to go, because I don't know what I don't know. And if somebody's been in the business 10, 15, 20 years, they know stuff that I don't know, or they wouldn't be in business like we've talked about. 87% of real estate agents fail in 2 years. So if somebody's been in business 20 years and they're still having success, they've figured something out that we might want to know. So again, having a mentor. And what I'll say that I was going to say in the last point, it's point number 9, is your environment matters. It's so important to take a look at your environment, who you are hanging around, who is pouring into your brain, who are you letting speak into you. Okay, so have a look at that too. Is it actually serving you to the results you would like to get in your life? And I'm not just talking about real estate, in your life in general. Is it serving you? Sometimes you have to take an inventory of your life and the people in your life and start making hard decisions and hard cuts to ultimately where you would like to be in your life. Okay? Okay, so these are my 10 reasons why I believe most agents fail in this business. 87% of agents fail, and more fail as time goes on too. It just kind of starts tapering off, especially when you get in challenging real estate markets. Then you really see who has the proper systems in place. So Warren Buffett said, I think he said it best, you always see who's swimming with their shorts down when the tide comes in. Okay, so I'm gonna leave you with that. If you like this video, please, truly from my heart, comment below, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna be coming out with more videos to serve you. I'm gonna basically be telling you everything I know as a real estate agent that's gotten me to where I am. I'm gonna share all the things that I know. I'm gonna give it to you for free because I care about you, I love you, and I would like to see other agents really succeed in this business. Okay, so again, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see a little bit more what I'm doing with Facebook ads, watch this video right here. And I'll go over exactly how to run Facebook ads and how I've been doing it for years. Okay, I will see you on the next video. Bye for now.